So guys, we were done till the 15th question, guys. No, we're done only till the 10th question. आप 15 बोलो सर चलेगा हम जाते घर जाते अभी. Let us finish the remaining questions, guys. Question number 11. The financial statements of Guru Nath Limited is furnished below. We have equity and liabilities में shareholders funds 10 lakhs. Non-current liabilities are 10% at 6 lakhs. Current liabilities 1,56,000. వెళ్ళిపోతాం అట్లా ఇంటికి. Current liabilities are 1,56,000. Non-current assets are 16,56,000. Current assets are trade receivables 1 lakh. The existing credit terms are 1/10 net 45 and the average collection period is 30 days. कुछ याद आ रहा है ऐसा करे क्लास में? The current bad debt loss is 1.5% in order to accelerate the collection process further and also to increase sales. The company is contemplating liberalization of its existing credit terms to 2/10 net 45. It is expected that sales are likely to increase by 1/3 of existing sales. Bad debts will increase to 2% and the average collection period will decrease to 20 days. Exact same information class mein tha beta. Only one minor change, that is why I'm discussing the question. Credit period allowed by the supplier is 60 days. Generally, operating expenses are paid 2 months in arrears. Total variable expenses of the company constitutes only purchases of stock in trade and operating expense. Opportunity cost of investment in receivables is 15%. 50% and 80% of the customers in terms of sales revenue are expected to avail cash discount under existing and liberalization scheme respectively. ठीक है guys. Assume 360 days in a year and 30 days in a month. Should the company change its credit terms? This is nothing to do with factoring, guys. This is normal credit policy determination. We will have to compute incremental profit, deduct cost of funds, and then check what is the net benefit. Do you recall doing these questions? We write sales minus variable cost, all the expenses, guys, and then we will compare profit with cost of funds and write net benefit. जहाँ पे भी net benefit ज़्यादा आ रहा है बेटा, we are going to select that alternative. Correct? So how do we start, guys, here? Excellent. ये पूरा क्वेश्चन बेटा एक ही है. Existing sales are not given. You can compute that बेटा using existing debtors and collection period. What is the existing debtors appearing in the balance sheet? 1 lakh. What is the existing collection period? 30 days. Average collection period at present is 30 days. Question में दिया हुआ है बेटा. First point. Do you see that? If 1 lakh is for 30 days sales, guys, how much is your existing annual sales? 12 lakhs. Sales आ गया. Now sales will increase by 1/3. That कहानी is खत्म. Correct? Now I will still need variable cost of sales. Hi Anna. How do I compute that? Yes, Rashi. हाँ. Excellent. Suppliers का credit period is 2 months. Current liabilities are 1,56,000. If 1,56,000 beta is for 2 months, how much is for 12 months? 9 lakh. अब इसके आगे ना बेटा पूरा क्वेश्चन as it is we have done in the class. But the only difference बेटा in the class we directly had this information that sales are 12 lakhs and ये दूसरा वाला क्या है बेटा? Variable cost. Variable cost of sales is how much? 9,36,000. This was already given in the question, guys. ये देखो. Company at present has a credit sales of 12 lakhs. आगे वही बेटा everything same. And at present PV ratio is 22%. That means variable cost ratio is 78%. How much is 12 lakhs into 78%? 9 lakh. इसके आगे everything else is exactly a copy of this question, guys. There's nothing different. Only new point here beta was that they did not give us existing sales, they did not give us existing variable cost of sales, but then they gave us credit period guys and they gave us balance sheet values using which we can arrive at the amount of sales and variable cost of sales. समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Yes or no? I had to discuss only that point. बेटा आगे का आंसर क्या करना है बेटा? You can directly say refer question number 16 बोल के. Values नहीं change हो रहे बेटा. Absolute values are exactly same. Everything is same. Existing credit period, revised credit period, collection period, सब कुछ same है. Only point was this. Are we understanding? लिखो बेटा. Write down a note. I'm not explaining the entire answer guys. I'm just explaining this computation of sales and variable cost of sales. Write down. Existing debtors are 1 lakh. Existing debtors are 1 lakh. Existing debtors are 1 lakh. And collection period is, existing debtors are 1 lakh and collection period is कितना बेटा? Collection period guys is 30 days. Therefore annual credit sales will be annual credit sales beta will be 1 lakh into 360 by 30 beta 12 lakhs. 1 lakh into 360 divided by 30 beta 12 lakhs. ठीक है? Next beta. Next line. Existing creditors for inventory and expenses. Existing creditors for inventory and expenses. Existing creditors for inventories and expenses. Inventories and expenses is 1,56,000. Is 1,56,000. Credit period is 60 days or 2 months. But वो एक के लिए 60 days दिया, एक के लिए 2 months दिया. But 1 month is 30 days only, no? Yes or no, guys? Credit period is 60 days or 2 months. Therefore, annual variable cost of sales will be. Annual variable cost of sales will be. Annual variable cost of sales will be 1,56,000 into 12 by 2. 1,56,000 into 12 divided by 2. कितना बेटा? 9,36,000. यही क्वेश्चन में मैं तुमको बोला था बेटा that cash discount is also to be considered as expenditure. याद आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? So इसके बाद में you can write बेटा refer question 16 of receivables management. Refer question 16 of receivables management. ठीक है guys? Any doubt बेटा? 12th question guys. Permarth Limited is a manufacturer of computers. Owing to recent developments in AI, it is planning to introduce AI in its computer process. Do you recall doing a similar question in class? मैं बोला बेटा the only thing that we see in the entire question is AI. Word AI रहता, but cash flows and all are everything normal. This would result in an estimated annual savings as follows. Our savings of 3,50,000 in production delays caused by inventory problem. Saving in salaries of 5 employees with an annual pay of 4,25,000. Reduction in lost sales beta is 1,75,000. After that beta gain due to timely billing is 3,25,000. All of these are savings guys. The project would result in annual maintenance and operating cost as follows, which are to be paid in advance at the beginning. Did we do this concept? If any expenditure is payable in advance at the beginning guys, what is the adjustment? Excellent. First, deduct that expenditure. Compute the correct amount of tax, because though the expenditure is payable at the beginning of the year, for tax purpose it will be allowed only at the end of the year. So I will deduct it from year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, once I compute the correct amount of taxes, I will add back this amount and then deduct it at the time of payment. That is year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. कुछ याद आ रहा है guys? Yes or no बेटा? ये भी exact same question class में कर चुके हैं बेटा. कैपिटल बजटिंग मतलब चैप्टर नंबर 6 ना, आ गया बेटा। ये देखो, Alpha Limited is a manufacturer of computers. It wants to manufacture computers. Reduction of 5 employees and all of that, guys. Even here, beta, annual and maintenance cost and operating cost was payable at the beginning. We did the exact same question. Difference kya beta is that depreciation here is on straight line method, beta, and depreciation in the question that I'm talking about is written down value method. That's the only difference. But if any expenditure is payable in advance, first, if taxes are applicable, you will have to consider them, guys, in the year of accrual first, not in the year of payment. That is for computation of tax. Once I compute the correct amount of tax, I will add back year of accrual ka expenditure and then deduct it in the year of payment. Are we clear about this? This is if an expenditure is payable in advance. Furthermore, the new system would need 2 AI specialists, professional drawing salaries of 6,50,000 per annum per person. The purchase price of the new system for installing AI into computers would involve an outlay of 21,50,000 and an installation cost of 1,50,000. Total amount कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 20. Out of this 23 lakhs, बेटा, it says 75% of total value, not purchase price. जैसे पिछले question में subsidy was based on only purchase price. Total value, बेटा, would be paid. Total value for depreciation would be paid in the year of purchase, and the balance would be paid at the end of. The new system will be sold for an amount of 1,90,000. Total value for depreciation मतलब बेटा 23 lakhs only. It is not depreciable value. The new system would be sold for an amount of 1,90,000, guys. ये कब बेचोगे बेटा? अभी बेचोगे या 5 साल बाद में? This is the only asset in the block for income tax purpose. Significance of this point? I explained, guys, block of assets method. I said generally अगर block of assets method है बेटा, profit or loss on sale of asset will not arise because the block continues to remain in existence. However, if it is the only asset in the block, guys, will profit or loss on sale apply? Yes. यहाँ पे बेटा, though it is block of assets method, guys, I will still have to apply profit or loss on sale of asset as such, guys, because it is subject to मतलब only asset है बेटा, so there will still be profit or loss. Is that clear? The life of the system, guys, would be 5 years with a hurdle rate of 12%. Depreciation will be charged at 40% on WDV basis. Corporate tax rate is 25% and capital gain tax rate is 20%. Advise the management, guys, also calculate ARR and PI. ARR matlab kya beta? Accounting rate of return, which is average PAT divided by average investment. Are we clear, guys? समझ में आया ये? Can we do the part, guys, here? करेंगे फटाफट या नहीं? We have enough time, beta. हर question थोड़ी skip कर. Guys, you realize, beta, everything is similar. Nothing is different, beta, from the question that we have solved in the class. The only difference is what? Depreciation WDV में, beta. And WDV में, beta, because this is a single block. We had another question, beta, in the material which says that this is the only asset. लेकिन वहाँ पे problem क्या था, beta? Last में जाके he made a point. Ignore capital gain tax. He said that this is the only asset as such, beta, in the block. बोल के कहीं mention. This is the only machine in the block of assets. He gave this point, but आते आते क्या बोला बेटा last में? Normally, when there is only one asset in the block of assets as such, guys, we do consider capital gain tax. But वहाँ पे it says ignore capital gain tax. यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ problem नहीं है बेटा. So we will have to consider it. Is that clear? Any doubt on this, guys? समझ में आ गया? Start, guys. Online students, I hope that is all clear, beta. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Question 12, guys. What is the total amount, guys, including installation? Total amount including installation, guys. 21.5 plus 20. How much is payable immediately? How much is payable in year 1? Payable immediately, guys, is 75%, 17.25 lakhs. How much is payable, guys, in 1 year? 25%, 5.75. इसका present value कितना हो जाएगा? Shouldn't you discount that, guys? Hurdle rate कितना है अपना? So 5.75 lakhs, guys, into present value factor at 12% for 1 year. 9 lakh 13,000. 513. Therefore, beta total PV CO guys will be equal to 22 lakhs 38,393. This will become the total present value of cash outflows. Are we all done, guys? Can we now show better depreciation? What will you write, guys, for depreciation? लिखो बेटा, यहां तक हो गया सबका? डेप्रीसिएशन बोल के लिखो गाइस अभी. Though block of assets method is being followed. Though block of assets method is being followed. Though block of assets method is being followed. Block of assets method is being followed. Though block of assets method is being followed. Tax on profit or loss on sale of asset will arise. Tax on profit or loss on sale of asset will arise. Tax on profit or loss on sale of asset will arise. Will arise. As it is the only asset in the block. As it is the only asset in the block. Tax on profit or loss on sale will arise as it is the only asset in the block. Now can we show the अभी बेटा tax savings on depreciation अलग से compute करके फायदा नहीं है क्योंकि वहां पे anyways maintenance cost का adjustment करने के लिए every year you'll have to show separately, no? So there along with that we will adjust depreciation also. What is the point, guys? वहां पे will deduct depreciation and then add back depreciation. चलेगा, right? Show the amount of depreciation बेटा year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the WDV at the beginning, guys? 23 lakhs बेटा. Guys, depreciation compute करने के लिए बेटा you will not consider present value. For depreciation you take the entire cost, guys, irrespective of the timing of payment. यार depreciation is on guys. अभी तक क्या कर रहे हो यार? पिछले क्वेश्चन में भी तो installation cost ऐड किए बेटा depreciation के लिए. Isn't that an expenditure directly attributable to bringing the asset to the present location and condition, guys? Depreciation क्या रेट पे बेटा 25%. क्या है वो 20? अच्छा, tax rate is 25%. Depreciation बेटा is at 40%. 9 lakh 20,000. What will be your WDV at the end, guys? 13 lakh 80,000. Next बेटा 13 lakh 80,000 पे बेटा 40%. 5 lakh 52,000. What will be your WDV at the end? 8 lakh. Next beta is 8 lakh 28,000 पे 40%. 31,000. बचा हुआ बेटा 4 lakh. Next बेटा 720. 080. 2 lakh 98,080 का 40%. Written down value. This will be the book value, guys. Do not forget beta that our asset beta has a sale value of 1 lakh 90. That means we will have loss on sale, and on that loss beta we are going to have a correct, guys. Yes, guys. Any doubt in this? Now guys, statement of cash flows. बेटा ये जो पूरे कॉमन सेविंग्स है बेटा, कैन आई राइट दोस फर्स्ट, बिकॉज एनीवेज इट इज कॉमन, नो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज. तो जो सेम अमाउंट ऑफ सेविंग्स एवरी ईयर क्या क्या है बेटा? प्रोडक्शन डिलेज में बेटा कितना सेव करने वाले हो? सेविंग इन सैलरीज गाइस, हाउ मच आर वी गोइंग टू सेव बेटा? सेविंग इन सैलरीज बेटा 4,20,000 इंटू हाउ मेनी पीपल बेटा? सो कितना हो गया? 5 लोग है ना? With an annual pay of 4,20,000 मतलब obviously that will be how much बेटा per person? No, all 5 people collectively थोड़ी बेटा ऐसे. Next guys, reduction in lost sales. Reduction in lost sales बेटा is 1,75,000. Next, gain due to timely billing 3,25,000. यहाँ तक का टोटल 29 lakhs. ये भी शायद सेम था पूरा 2950 गाइस. माइनस वो सैलरीज ऑफ स्पेशलिस्ट बेटा, एआई स्पेशलिस्ट. कितने बंदे? ये भी कॉमन है ना, 6,50,000 इंटू 2 गाइस. सो दिस इज ऑल कॉमन बेटा 16,50,000. ठीक है. नाउ आई स्टार्ट विद 16,50,000 बेटा. I'll say net saving before depreciation and before maintenance cost. ये समझ में आया ना क्या लिखा मैं? Every year guys you're going to have a saving of 16,50,000 rupees. ఇదైందా? ఇప్పుడు రాస్తున్నా, ఒక్క నిమిషం ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నా. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 0. I will also have year 0 guys here. Net savings before depreciation guys and maintenance cost. Every year I'm going to save 16,50,000. You will now deduct depreciation, you will now deduct maintenance cost. So when I'm computing taxes beta, should I deduct maintenance cost for the year of payment or should I deduct it beta in the year of accrual? So I'll write minus maintenance cost. Maintenance cost as such beta should be the year of accrual first, just to compute year of correct amount of tax. कितना बेटा year of accrual में it is? 1,80,000, 2,00,000, 1,20,000, 1,10,000. This is the amount of maintenance cost guys which we're deducting in the year of accrual. इसके बाद में क्या आएगा बेटा? Depreciation 9 lakhs. 9 lakh ही है ना फर्स्ट ईयर? 9,20,000, 5,52,000, 331,200, 720, 232. तो पहली बार आंसर कर रही ना, मतलब इज दैट द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ? You've got your own voice now. Profit before tax guys, how much? 5,50,000, 8,98,000, 11 lakh, 11 lakh. हाँ ठीक है, करेक्ट. डेप्रिसिएशन बहुत कम हो रहा. हाँ 11,98,000. नेक्स्ट, correct beta. Next, 70, 00768. Now you will have to deduct taxes at what rate guys? Taxes 40% है 25% है? अरे क्या confusion हो रहा है यार. Tax is at the rate of 25% guys. Directly write PAT beta 75%. क्या करना है टैक्स लेके भी? 4,12,500। हाँ, 10,05,000। हाँ, 570. You will have to now add back depreciation. Correct, guys? And also क्या add back करूँ बेटा? Maintenance. I should add back beta year of accrual and then deduct what, guys? Year of payment. Shabash. Add back maintenance, guys. This is the year of accrual. We only deducted it just to arrive at the correct amount of taxes. So 1,80,000, 2,00,000, 1,20,000, guys, 1,10,000 and 1,30,000. Now to get the exact timing of cash flow beta, what am I going to do? Deduct maintenance in the year of payment. Year 1 का कब पे कर रहे हो बेटा तुम लोग? Year 0. It is payable in advance. So I'll write negative 1,80,000 here, negative 2 lakhs, negative 1,20,000, negative 1,10,000 and negative 1,30,000. ये हो जाएगा अपना CFAT, कैश फ्लो आफ्टर टैक्स, गाइस. Understood, guys? This will be our CFAT, guys. Guys, you understood this, right? Negative 1,80,000. Next, beta. 12,500. 5,500. 40,300. ये देखो थोड़े बच्चे कैलकुलेटर यूज नहीं किया आधे घंटे से. You have to now use what beta present value factors at what rate? फर्स्ट वाले का 1 ही रहेगा guys because it is year 0. फिर you will start writing those present value factors. Are we clear? And then you will arrive at PVCI, guys. Add all of them, then that will become present value periodical cash flows only. You can discount at 12%, guys, and directly tell me total of all the cash flows. बोल. सब टोटल. सब टोटल. అయిపోయింది తన్మయ్, ఎంత వచ్చింది? 860 తెలీదా కరెక్టా లేదని? 45 lakhs. वो फर्स्ट वाला नेगेटिव 1,80,000 पॉजिटिव प्लस కొట్టేసినావా? 44 lakhs 864, तो इसमें से माइनस 3,60,000, डबल द इम्पैक्ट. 44 lakhs 5,864 कितना है बेटा? 465 आया. ठीक है बेटा, 500 rupees here and there guys. $896 करेक्ट बेटा. हाँ अरे जाओ बे, मैं राउंड ऑफ करी में आवाल. क्या डिस्कशन है रही है? जीतू वही बोल रहा सर हम लोग ट्राई भी नहीं कर रहे, हम चुपचाप कॉपी कर रहे हैं. आप अच्छा कर रहा तू भी. यस गाइस, वी स्टिल हैव टू कंप्यूट रेसिडुअल वैल्यू एट अ टर्मिनल कैश फ्लो. क्या हुआ? आंसर मैच नहीं हो रहा है. 896 आ रहा है. Acceptable range guys, 44 lakhs 5,800 to 44 lakhs 6,000 rupees. Are we clear? Many people got 896 guys. Yes, proud of you beta. Many people got 864 also because I wrote that on the screen. ऋत्विक कितना बेटा? 864 आया. 896 64 ही आया. तो कितने डेसिमल पॉइंट्स लिया प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर्स? वही कितने डेसिमल पॉइंट्स को? क्योंकि मैं नहीं लिखा यहाँ पे, तू भी नहीं लिखा. हाँ नहीं लिखा ना, फिर क्या राउंड ऑफ करा रहे? कैलकुलेटर पे राउंड ऑफ करा? अरे तुम्हारा कैलकुलेटर अजीब है. कैन यू डू दैट? क्या वो होशियारी नको बेटा, मैं कोई मालूम है. यस गाइस, नाउ बेटा टर्मिनल कैश फ्लो गाइस, पे अटेंशन गाइस. इज देयर एनी वर्किंग कैपिटल रियलाइजेशन बेटा? नो. व्हाट इज द सेल ऑफ एसेट वैल्यू गाइस? 1,90,000. व्हाट इज द बुक वैल्यू बेटा एट द एंड? 1,78,848. Sale proceeds are 1,90,000. Are we selling it at a higher price or a lower price? Is there a profit on sale guys? How much is your profit on sale beta? 11,152. So will I have to pay tax or will I receive tax guys? So tax payment expenditure guys on profit, I'll write 11,152 into 25%. 20? Sorry, capital gain tax 20% guys. How much is that? 2,230 guys. How much will be the net terminal cash flow guys? 1,87,770 guys. Present value bit of this will be 1,87,770 into present value factor at 12% for the 5th year. $6,000. What will be your total PVCI guys now, including periodical cash flows? ऊपर कितना आया था बेटा? 44 lakhs 5,864. To that I will add 1,06,546. कितना हो जाएगा बेटा अमाउंट? 410. 410 कौन है बे? 410 guys. What is your PVCO beta that we wrote in the beginning guys? 22,38,000. What will be your NPV, guys? 18,000? 80? Huh? 017. कॉपी कर लो guys. हो गया बेटा NPV. 22,80,017 rupees बेटा is the NPV of this project. बस करो बे. Yes, guys. 22,74,017 guys is the NPV. How will you compute profitability index? Frankly speaking, बेटा PI ऐसे नहीं होता है लाइफ में कंप्यूट, बट देन हाँ फॉर अस इट इज डायरेक्टली PVCI by PVCO, क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ कैश फ्लोज का बेटा टाइमिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जैसे आर यू नॉट पेइंग मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट एट द बिगिनिंग गाइस? ईयर 0 में पेमेंट जा रहा है, शुडंट दैट फॉर्म पार्ट ऑफ इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट? Isn't that increasing our investment, guys? Likewise, beta, a part of the price is being paid at the end of first year, but I do not have to pay from my that pocket. No, I can pay it out of the first year's cash flow. So वैसे for our level, beta, they do not compute like that. They directly write PI beta as what? PVCI. Whatever you have considered, guys, for NPV computation, exact same values they will consider here. So that will become what beta? 45,12,410 divided by 22,38,393. How much is that? 0159. We still have to compute profitability index. उसके लिए बेटा, can someone compute average PAT? Add profit after tax of all the 5 years, guys, and then divide by 5. You already computed profit after tax beta in the statement. Added for all the 5 years and divided by 5 years, guys. Sorry, ARR beta, huh? 8 lakh. You took all the 5-year profits and divided, right, guys? What is your initial investment? यहाँ पे timing is not relevant, बेटा. याद रखना बेटा. Time value not relevant. This is accounting rate of return. Yes or no? Initial investment will be considered as 23 lakhs. बेटा, residual value कितना है? 1,90,000. So based on initial investment, guys, what will be your accounting rate of return? 8,08,327 divided by 23 lakhs. You can either compute it based on initial investment or based on average investment. ये कितना है बेटा? 35. That is 35 point. Based on average investment, guys. How will I do it on the basis of average investment? 8,08,327 divided by 23 lakhs plus 1,90,000 by 2. Because we have residual value also as such, guys, you're going to divide by initial plus residual value by 2. बेटा डिनोमिनेटर में तुम्हारे को आएगा 12,45,000. This will be your accounting rate of return, guys, based on initial investment and based on average investment. Guys, ARR beta time value is not relevant. You will have to compute it either as a percentage of initial investment or as a percentage of average investment. You either do it as a percentage of initial investment or you do it as a percentage of average investment. Yes, beta. Are we all done? समझ में आ गया बेटा सबको ये? The next question is nice, guys. It's question number 13. Is everyone done with this? Guys, ये question बेटा actually discuss करने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी बेटा. This is only because of मतलब what if it is WTV method as such beta, how are we supposed to calculate board ke? And the objective was also to ensure beta that we revise the concept of expenses payable in advance. There was one question beta where expenses were payable in advance but taxes were not applicable. So I directly took it beta in the year of payment because anyways taxes are not applicable. Is that clear? Now guys, question number 13. This question has been copied from CA final, guys, but Mr. Anand is thinking of buying a share at 500 rupees whose face value is 100. He's expecting a bonus at the ratio of 1:5 at the end of 4th year. Annual expected dividend beta is 20%. 20% dividend rate, guys, will be as a percentage of face value. And the same rate is expected to be maintained, guys, even on the expanded capital base. That means once you receive, guys, that bonus share also, after that also as such, guys, you're going to receive dividend, guys, on that additional share also at the rate of 20%. Next, he intends to sell the share at the end of 7th year, guys, at an expected price of 900 rupees each. Incidental expenses for purchase and sale of shares are estimated to be 5% of market price. Assuming a discount rate of 12%, you're supposed to arrive at NPV from the acquisition of the shares. कुछ नहीं करना है बेटा. You can assume that you have purchased one share, or I would prefer बेटा we are purchasing 5 shares ताकि वो bonus का computation सीधा साधा रहे. If I assume that I am purchasing 5 shares, guys, how much is the price that I will pay today? 5 into 500, 2500. But am I not supposed to pay 5% brokerage on that? कोई charge नहीं करता बेटा 5% brokerage, but then here we'll have to assume. So 2500 पे you will pay additional 5%, that will increase your cost of investment. It will become 2625. Any doubt in this? Will I receive a dividend of 20 rupees per share, guys, every year? Yes or no, guys? For the first 4 years, I will receive dividend of 20 rupees on 5 shares. From the 5th year, I will receive dividend on 6 shares. वो bonus पे भी मिलेगा ना बेटा? 5 shares normally that you have purchased plus 1 share. That is why the question says better that the company will be maintaining dividend rate even on expanded capital base. That means including the amount of bonus beta, you're going to get dividend. So from the 6th year, guys, you're going to get, from the 5th year, you're going to get dividend on 6 shares. 5th year, 6th year, 7th year. तीनों साल you're going to receive dividend on how many shares? After that, beta, at the end of 7th year, you are selling each share for what price? You're not selling 5 shares. You're selling 6 into 900. But are you not paying expenses? Will that increase your sale proceeds or will that reduce your sale proceeds? Reduce your sale proceeds. 6 shares multiplied by 900, beta, 5000 minus 5%. 5,000. I just have to discount all the cash flows that I have received at 12%. Check if the present value of cash inflows beta is more than the amount that I've paid today. Or discount minus PVCI करो. That itself is the NPV guys for every 5 shares. समझ में आया नहीं आया guys क्या बोल रहा हूँ? You understood what I just said? और pay attention guys, कुछ copy मत करो, सुन लो. Assume beta we buy how many shares? We buy 5 shares. Why did I assume 5? Bonus ratio guys is, now my initial investment beta will become, purchase price guys will be 5 into 500. That is how much beta? 2500. On that guys I'm going to add a brokerage of 5%. ये सब तुम्हारे को वापस रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा guys. Half of you are not even concentrating as such बेटा. तुम्हारे को ऐसा है कि ठीक है let's just copy and leave it बोल के. A couple of you are doing it very seriously, very happy, but आधे लोग तो सिर्फ कॉपी करके जा रहे हो. Now guys, bonus का रेशियो क्या है बेटा? So what will be the number of bonus shares received? Bonus shares received guys will be 1 share only. 5 shares into 1 by 5, that is 1 share. Any doubt guys? Now look at the cash flows guys. I will receive cash flows for a span of, cash flow लिख रहा बेटा, dividend guys 5 shares into 20 rupees. 100. 5 shares into 20. 100. From 5th year I will get bonus payee dividend. So that will become, yes or no guys? My net sale proceeds guys at the end of 7th year. 6 shares multiplied by 900 minus कितना है? 30. I'll add 5 and 30 here. I have to discount all of these cash flows at what rate? Compute PVCI. Compare that with what beta? 2625. If it is more than 2625, NPV is positive. If it is less than 2625, NPV is negative. Question खत्म guys. समझ में आ रहा है? वहाँ पे बेटा CA फाइनल में सेम क्वेश्चन वाज विद टैक्सेस. मतलब डिविडेंड इज सब्जेक्ट टू अ टैक्स, कैपिटल गेन इज सब्जेक्ट टू अ टैक्स. दैट 900 rupees was come dividend. If 900 rupees was come dividend guys, that means once you receive a dividend of 20, you will be able to sell the share at only 680. अगर 900 come dividend price है बेटा at the end of 7th year and you are receiving a dividend of 20 rupees, won't the market price come down to 680? Did you not do a question in dividend decision कि जैसे ही dividend declare होता है, what will happen to the price of the share? It will reduce to the extent of dividend. So those were all the cases. But same question वो लोग copy करके they've removed all the complexities बेटा. Tax हटा दिए, वो सब हटा दिए and they give it as a normal question. Are we clear? Start copying guys. You should discount the cash flows बेटा and then compare it with PVCI. कर लिए भी discount? Almost there sir. तू भी कर ली. कितना है प्रेजेंट वैल्यू? 2807.45 minus 2625. 182.45 beta is the NPV of how many shares? 555. You purchased 5 shares today. For every 5 shares purchased today, you are getting an NPV of 182. For every 1 share, it will be 182 by 5. That's the answer. We will write all of that बेटा. तुम लोग ये कॉपी कर लो. Net sale proceeds at the end of 7th year beta is 6 shares multiplied by 900 minus 5%. So that'll become 5,130 rupees. Yes guys, कितना बड़ा present value? 2807.1. So NPV guys in respect of 5 shares purchased. So for those 5 shares purchased, beta, what is your NPV guys? 2625. 2807.45 minus 2625. 100 and per share कितना आ जाएगा बेटा? 182.45 by 549. Should you be buying this share guys? Because the NPV is positive, we should purchase the share. You understood this guys? As the NPV is positive, we should be purchasing the share. 14th question guys, after this. Simple tha na ekdam? हो गया बेटा सबका ये? Any doubt on this? Shall we read the next question? 14th one guys. Parth had recently repurchased 20,000 equity shares at a premium of 10% to its prevailing market price. The book value per share after repurchasing is 193.20. Other details of the company are as follows. Earnings of the company before buyback were 18 lakhs. Current market price was 270 with a P ratio of 18. You are required to calculate the book value of the share of the company before repurchase. सबके सब कैसे देख रहे हैं मेरे को? ठीक है ना, आगे बढ़ना, फिर क्या हुआ बोल के. Yes guys, can you all think about it guys? मतलब क्वेश्चन बहुत सिंपल है guys. Do we have to? Yes, you मतलब forget it. You think about it for 2 minutes. Let everyone think about it for 2 minutes and then we'll see. सबके सब सोचो बेटा इसके बारे में. The ones who want to take a power nap can take a power nap in between. Yes guys, great realization. We did a similar question in class. But वहां पे reverse calculation नहीं था, वहां पे forward calculation था. He gave us existing book value, we computed revised book value. Now we have to use revised book value, work backward and compute. That's the only difference. फोन उड़ा दूंगा रे, जल्दी बोलो. है फोन, बच्चा काम कर रहा ना, नहीं कर रहा? टूटा. अरे मैं थोड़ी लिया बेटा, अरे कब लिए गए थे, पागल हो गए क्या ये? कृष्णा कौन फोन मारा बेटा? एनीवेज बेटा, कोई भी बंदा फोन अगर छोड़ के जा रहा ना, समझ जाना वो जिंदगी में कभी कुछ कांड नहीं करा. यू विल नॉट हैव एटलीस्ट ट्रस्ट इश्यूज एज सच गाइस. क्या कृष्णा? श्रीनिकेत है नहीं बेटा, वरना उसका नाम लेता मैं. एनीवेज गाइस, लक्षिता यू वांट टू आंसर? गाइस सोचो बेटा, we bought back 20,000 shares. You will have to compute how many shares were outstanding, how many shares are outstanding now. That is why he gave some other details also below. और क्या पढ़ा, पूरा तो आंसर ही बोल रहा हूँ, फिर भी ऐसे देख रहे हो, और थोड़ा बोल आंसर बोल के. वो जो नीचे डिटेल्स है बेटा, बिफोर बायबैक, यूजिंग दैट बेटा कैन यू अराइव एट नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स? Yes or no? All of that is before buyback. You know market price, you know P ratio, you know EPS, you know earnings of the company. 1 lakh. Existing there were 1,20,000 shares. You repurchased 20,000 shares at a price of 297 rupees. After which you are left with 1 lakh shares whose book value is 193.2. पूरा आंसर बोल दिया यार मैं, तुम लोग अभी भी यहाँ देख रहे हो. Guys, you understood existing number of shares calculation? What before, ये पूरा before buyback है guys. Pay attention guys for a minute. I'm not answering the entire thing. Before buyback, your market price per share is 270. PE ratio beta is? What's the formula for PE ratio? MPS by? P ratio is 18, MPS is 270, EPS will become 15. What's the formula for EPS guys? Earnings attributable to divided by, ये पूरा before buyback है. EPS is 15 rupees, earnings attributable are 18 lakhs divided by number of shares. How many number of shares? 1 lakh. Yes or no? Now guys, before buyback, on account of buyback, after buyback, number of shares Before buyback, how much? On account of buyback, reduction of. So I will be left with book value per share, guys. I do not know before buyback. That is only what I have to compute. After buyback, 1. Total net assets, guys. Can I compute attributable to equity shareholders? 1 lakh into 193.2. 193.2 lakhs. How do you compute book value per share? Isn't that net assets, equity share capital beta plus reserves, and that is only book value, right? Hi, Anna, guys. Now what should I do? Very good. How much did I pay them? 20,000 shares multiplied by 297. वो 10% के बाद ही 297 है. My net assets are reducing, guys. Buyback price is how much? On 270, 10%, 297. I am buying back 20,000 shares at a price of 297. Don't you think beta equity share capital plus reserves and surplus will reduce by 59.4 lakhs? Therefore, net assets before buyback will be how much? You will write 193.2 lakhs, add back 59.4 lakhs. 252 point. Book value per share before buyback. I'll divide this by how many shares? 252.6 lakhs divided by 1.2 lakh shares. 210 point. हो गया guys. बेटा तुम लोग exact same करे बेटा but forward direction. We already had existing net assets. We reduced net assets on account of buyback. We divided that by revised number of shares and we computed book value per share. यहाँ पे exact same question बेटा वो उल्टा दे रहा है. We already know book value. You just have to compute, work backward and get the answer. ये बेटा ये buyback पे ना he is concentrating a lot better now because ये जो buyback का explanation add हुआ है ना वो recently add हुआ है. So that is why बेटा he is more in अभी. They might ask questions on buyback and stock split. You have to be careful. Dividend decisions में. Are we clear about the entire question now? Make a note, guys. So in question 13, how do we compute our effective return on our investment? IRR compute करने के लिए बेटा you in question number 13 write timing of cash flow everywhere. Do not compute present values. Just if year 0 का outflow लिख, year 1 का outflow, year 2, year 3, year 4. Then try to compute a discounting rate at which the present value is 0. You will get your perfect IRR. I hope that's clear. Do not discount any cash flow. Even the price that is paid at the end of first year, do not discount. Sub normally like year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. What will you return book value? अरे यार we computed a ratio बेटा called as market value to book value ratio. MV to BV याद नहीं है क्लास में पढ़ाया बोला it is a very important factor that people track. Market price बेटा is based on your future profit making capability. Just because you have invested 1 lakh, that does not mean market value of the company should remain at 1 lakh. Ab DMart must have invested 100 crores, but the market value of that is 1000 crores. So when people place market price better, they are not just taking what you own today. They are also talking about the potential that you have and the amount of profit that you're going to make tomorrow. So the present value of all of that will determine your market price. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? Book value is abhi in the books of accounts. What are the net assets that are attributable to equity shareholders? I told you guys that private companies have a higher price to book ratio. Public companies have a lower price to book ratio. ये सब वही है ना MPS by book value per share. समझ में आया बेटा ये? Yes, guys. Yes, beta. Time value component should not be considered to compute effective return. Which return? Question 13. Are you talking about the previous question only? Question 13 में बेटा effective rate of return same अभी बोला ना बेटा, time value component should be considered in computing effective rate of return. That is why no we compare amount of cash flows. तो जो भी तेरा future cash flow है, compare that with 2625 and compute. You will automatically get your effective return is nothing but IRR, guys. When you say effective return, you're talking about IRR only, nothing else. I hope that's clear. हो गया बेटा ये? Are we all clear? Next question, guys. Interesting question again. Interesting बोले तो sir. Let's solve the next one, guys. You're almost done, beta, with all the additional questions. Be happy. Just 2 questions. First and this one. That's it. We'll start off with MCQs. Fresh start. रिश्ते की बात नहीं कर रहा बेटा, यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है. सो गाइस हियर बेटा, ये नामा ऐसे देते यार अजीब. Sukrut Limited, guys, has annual credit sales of 75 lakhs. Annual credit terms are 30 days, but its management of receivables has been poor, and the average collection period is about 60 days. So right now, guys, though the credit period is 30 days, we are not realizing money in 30 days, we are realizing money in 60 days. So when you compute your investment in debtors but at present, it should be based on a credit period of 60 days. Yes or no, guys? See the better, guys. Bad debt is 1% of total sales. At present, we have a bad debt loss of 1%. A factor has offered to take over the task of debt administration and credit checking at an annual fee of 1.5% of credit sales. He will levy a fee of 1.5% as such, guys, and then we do not have to worry about anything else. Sukrut Limited estimates that it would save rupees 45,000 per year in administration cost as a result. Due to the efficiency of the factor, the average collection period would come back to the original credit offered of 30 days. That means the factoring agency cannot charge interest for more than. Factoring agency beta will realize the amount in 30 days. Don't you think they can, even if they're giving us advance today, they should charge interest only for. अभी इसके पहले question करे बेटा, just couple of minutes back. So there our collection period was 65, 75 days beta, but because he brought it down to 45, did we not compute savings and interest, guys, there? Next beta. Bad debts would come to 0.5% on recourse basis. Excellent. Savings is only 0.5. It is not 0.5 of this. It is a difference. Earlier the bad debt loss beta was 1%. Now the bad debt loss will be. Beta ये recourse basis पे है. मतलब ये 0.5% we will have to pay him. He is not going to bear the loss. Are you getting the point, guys? The last question that we did beta, the wording was on non-recourse basis, but this is on. So we still have to pay 0.5% bad debt losses beta to the factoring agency. Are we clear? So our net savings is going to be only 0.5%. The factor would pay net advance of 80% to the company at an annual interest rate of 12% after withholding a reserve of 10%. Sukrut Limited is currently financing its receivables from an overdraft costing 10% per year and will continue to finance the balance fund needed, which is not financed by factor through the overdraft facility. ये last sentence सबसे important है. It will continue to finance the balance fund needed, which is not financed by factor through the overdraft facility. Please understand, guys, that a part of your capital is not being given by the factoring agency in advance. Is he giving us the entire amount, guys? He is not giving us the entire amount. Hi, Anna, beta. This question, that is why the requirement is not to calculate effective cost of factoring. We are going to calculate total cost under two alternatives. What if you continue with your existing scheme of bank overdraft? And what if you avail factoring agency? We will compute total expenditure for the entire year under both the cases. Whichever is costing us less, that is a better alternative. समझ में आ रहा है? ये भी बेटा मतलब बहुत पहले था क्वेश्चन, दे रिमूव्ड इट, दे गॉट इट बैक. ये सीए फाइनल में था. फैक्टरिंग वाज नॉट अ पेपर ऑफ सीए इंटर गाइस. फैक्टरिंग वाज सीए फाइनल का सब्जेक्ट. दे ब्रॉट इट डाउन. सो फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इट इज बीइंग गिवन इन एमटीपी बेटा. आई थॉट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, वी विल डू इट. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? सो वी हैव सीन मल्टीपल क्वेश्चंस ऑफ फैक्टरिंग बेटा. नाउ मोस्ट डिफॉल्ट सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इज वेयर यू कंप्यूट एडवांस रिसीव्ड एंड कंप्यूट इफेक्टिव कॉस्ट ऑफ फैक्टरिंग. ठीक है. यहाँ पे बेटा द रिक्वायरमेंट इज नॉट टू कंप्यूट इफेक्टिव कॉस्ट ऑफ फैक्टरिंग. द रिक्वायरमेंट इज टू कंप्यूट व्हाट, whether it is beneficial or not, and they've given us beta clearly कि boss even under factoring a part of your money is not being received in advance. ऐसा नहीं कि पूरा का पूरा 100% day one को आ रहा है. So a part of your money is still blocked. On that amount as such beta we are still going to compute interest. Are we clear? I want all of you to read the question again beta एक बार. Please read the question. Done? Pay attention. इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं इन हाउस मैनेजमेंट ऑफ रिसीवेबल्स. वी आर नॉट selling our receivables. All right beta. Under in-house management of receivables guys, the credit period is how many days? Are you going to realize the money in 30 days or 60 days? What are your bad debt losses? Bad debt losses are 1%. All right guys. Now investment in debtors beta would be 75 lakhs multiplied by 60 divided by 360. 12 lakh. Investment in debtors is going to be 75 lakhs multiplied by 60 divided by 360 beta, that is 12 lakhs 50,000. Any doubt in this? No. Interest on investment in debtors. What is our cost of funding with at present? So 12,50,000 multiplied by 10% बेटा 1 lakh. ये पूरे साल का है, ठीक है. What are the bad debt losses at present? 1% of 75 lakhs. कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 70. Credit administration cost. Let us assume that it is 45,000 and under factoring we are not incurring anything. 45,000. समझ में आया ये? Yes or no guys? Total amount बेटा यहाँ तक 2 lakh. This is the total cost under the existing alternative. Any doubt in this? Now, why did I take? Everything is on annual basis. Interest isn't that annual interest? This amount of investment will remain locked for the entire year. Investment in debtors is not equal to sales guys. Investment in debtors is based on collection period. पूरा साल 75 lakhs outstanding है क्या? On an average only. पूरा chapter खत्म हो गया working capital है. Alright guys, if I enter into factoring agreement, credit period beta will come down to 30 days. Bad debt losses I still have to bear how much? I cannot avoid that. Now what will be my average receivable guys? 75 lakhs multiplied by 30 divided by 360. भाई साहब कितना रिजर्व डिडक्ट कर रहे हैं बेटा? 62,000. What is the commission that is charging guys? He will charge commission on the entire receivable, right guys? 6,25,000 into 1.5%. What is the amount beta net advance that I was supposed to receive? 53,000. भाई साहब इसका भी 80% ही दे रहे. Look at that guys. The factor will advance 80% of the company. Yes or no guys? After withholding reserve of 10%, after commission, उसका amount का सिर्फ 80% देने वाला है बेटा. He's not going to give the entire amount. Are we clear about this? 80% बेटा कितना रह जाएगा? Is he not going to deduct interest on this? He cannot charge interest on 5,53,000. He's not giving me interest बेटा 5,53,000 in advance. He's giving me only 4,42,500. इसके ऊपर interest कितना हो जाएगा? 12% for how many days? Excellent. 4,4. Deduct this beta and tell me the net amount. 88,000. 38,074. Now the most important part is, please understand guys, average receivable is 6,25,000. Amount received in advance is 4,38,075. Isn't the balance still our investment? कितना बेटा वो? यहाँ पे एक वो लोग क्या करे बेटा? They took our investment as only difference between 6,25,000 and 442,500. I do not want to do that guys, because even interest is payable in advance. Interest is not payable at the end. When can you take difference of 6,25,000 and 442,500? If interest is payable at the end, then you can pay it out of the money realized only. तुम्हारा पैसा ब्लॉक नहीं हो रहा है. But then guys, don't you know बेटा, by default interest is always payable in advance. गलत हो जाएगा बोल के, that is the small part that I'm changing guys. I'm not following their solution. It is always preferable to CA final के question में बेटा they do it like this only. 6,25,000 minus 4,38,000. They do not write 6,25,000 minus 4,42,000. ये समझ में आ रहा है? Now let us write all the costs बेटा under factoring. I still want per annum cost. Will I incur bad debts बेटा 0.5%? पूरे साल के लिए 75 lakhs correct? How much will that be बेटा? Commission guys, in the entire year won't I end up paying on 75 lakhs only? 1.5%. Interest to factoring agency guys. यहाँ पे देखो बेटा, 4,425 is for 30 days. How much is for 360 days? 4,425 is for 30 days. How much is 360 days? 53,000. सब करेक्ट है बेटा यहां तक, whatever they got we got. Now interest on own investment, what is our own investment? 1,86,925. This is for the entire year on an average. इसके ऊपर कितना 10%, 18,693. Total up everything 790. अपना ओन मैनेजमेंट ऑफ रिसीवेबल्स में बेटा कितना आया था टोटल कॉस्ट अपन को 2 लाख. इन हाउस मैनेजमेंट गाइस नेट कॉस्ट वाज 2,45,000. फैक्टरिंग का गाइस कॉस्ट इज हाउ मच? Cost is 2,21,000. Net savings on account of factoring. Net savings on account of factoring बेटा is 23,000. उनका एक ही है बेटा, यहाँ पे दे टुक ICI क्या करा बेटा, ओन इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना बोला मैं तुम्हारे को 6,25,000 माइनस 4,42,500. कितना बेटा डिफरेंस? 1,82,500. That is why they took interest on own investment as 18,250. Rest everything same beta. They took 18,250. We took 18,693. दोनों का difference would be the net difference in that cost. They will get a little higher saving. We got a little lower saving. But anyways, is factoring still advisable? Yes. समझ में आया बेटा ये? Simple है guys. Nothing complicated. But I still wanted to discuss it. Are we clear about this? Copy करो बेटा पूरा. Online students, I hope you've understood that guys. समझ में आया ना बेटा सबको? ये हुआ ऊपर का 2,45,000 तक? Sir, why are we not deducting admin cost savings from the factoring cost of 2,27,193? बेटा I cannot. एक second guys, one more doubt आया. Why are we not taking savings of 45,000 under the other? You either write guys cost under one alternative or you take it as savings under the other alternative. You cannot write 45,000 cost under alternative one and write the same amount as savings under alternative. एक काम करो बेटा, ये तीनों के तीनों फिगर सेविंग्स बोल के लिख लो फिर. Write saving as 1,25,000, write saving as 75,000, write saving as 45,000. If you write all the three figures as saving, you will get net saving. Direct answer, no 23,207. I'm just writing cost under one alternative, cost under one alternative. If you want to write it on an incremental basis, whatever cost that you wrote under alternative one will become saving under alternative two. But do not take it as cost under alternative one again. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है guys? It's like this बेटा. Your existing salary is 20 lakhs. At a new place, your salary is 24 lakhs. All right. You either compare 20 lakhs with 24 lakhs, but do not say that your incremental salary is 4 lakhs, but existing salary is 20 lakhs. Why will I work for 4 lakhs when I can work for? When you're already taking this as inflow under first alternative, can you again take it as opportunity cost under the other alternative? No, beta. Online students, I hope you got it, beta. चलो कहाँ कॉपी कर रहे थे बेटा? That is balance is still our investment. किसका नाम मिटा रहा है बेटा? अच्छा मेरे को लगा किसी का नाम मिटा रहा है तो. 5 मिनट के लिए ब्रेक में कोई और बात कर रहा है तो बेटा डायरेक्ट नाम ही मिटा दे रहे हो जिंदगी से. देखो देख. Right guys, are we all done बेटा? Guys, कल मस्ती करने नहीं आ रहे हैं, कल पढ़ना है पहले केस सिनारियोस, समझ में आ रहा ना? वो मेकअप ज्यादा है, पढ़ना नहीं हो रहा, ये नहीं हो रहा, कान के नीचे लगाऊंगा, पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ, समझ में आ रहा तने? विदेश क्या सोच रहा है बेटा तू? Yes guys. I told मैम कि इनको एथनिक डे करना है, तो हर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन वाज इनका बैच खत्म हो गया क्या बोल के, बोला नहीं हुआ, तो फिर क्या तमाशा कर रहे थे लोग? हाँ बेटा, दिवाली सेलिब्रेशन, छोटी दिवाली, हाँ बड़ी फैमिली के साथ घर पे पड़ी, यहाँ पे तुम्हारी जो छोटी छोटी फैमिलियां बन रहे हैं उनके साथ छोटी दिवाली। कौन है वो ट्रांसलेट कर रहा छोटी छोटी बोल के? तू उसका सोच बेटा, बेचारी 1 महीने से छोटी दिवाली बना रही वो रोज। Guys, are we all done with this? Question number 1, guys. Huh? Additional questions will be homework. What did you do today? बोल के क्या बोलूं मैं? I discussed additional questions which I gave as homework and came back. Yes, beta. It's just 3:55, guys. HMR Limited is considering replacing. कुछ नहीं है बेटा, होमवर्क ही देने वाला हूँ, मजाक कर रहा था, बट एक बार पढ़ लेता हूँ बस. We did exact same question in the class, guys. You must, इसीलिए मेरे को वो पढ़ाना किस लिए बेटा? Is because of only one small sentence that can confuse you guys. HMR Limited is considering replacing a manually operated old machine with a fully automatic new machine. The old machine had been fully depreciated for tax purpose, but has a book value of rupees 2,50,000 on 31st March. We do not care as per books of accounts, we care only as per income tax. As per income tax, what is book value? 0. Correct guys? समझ में आ रहा ना बेटा वो? As per income tax, book value is 0. The machine has begun causing problems with breakdowns. Machine को भी breakdown आ रहा है बेटा. Emotional अत्याचार. And it cannot fetch more than 40,000 if sold in the market at present. It will have no realizable value after 10 years. The company has been offered 1,50,000 for the old machine as a trade-in on the new machine with a price, which has a price of 6 lakhs. So in case you want to buy the new asset, guys, you will have to pay 6 lakhs and you will get an exchange value of 1,50,000. Correct, guys? But do not forget, beta, old machine has a 0 book value. You are now getting 1,50,000 against that. Isn't that your profit? The expected life of new machine is 10 years with a salvage value of how much? 35,000. Further, the company follows written down value method of depreciation at 10%, but for tax purpose, straight line method of depreciation is allowed. We do not care what are you following in your books of accounts. What is important, beta, is tax. Tax में क्या method follow कर रहे हो? A work, हाँ. Considering that this is the only machine in the block of assets, ये sentence एक बेटा गलत दे दिया वो. When you follow straight line method, guys, there is no block of assets. Block of assets comes बेटा when a company is following straight line method. का मतलब ही क्या होता है बेटा? That each asset has to be depreciated over its useful life. How the hell will you follow block of assets for straight line? Imagine that an asset has a life of 10 years. Straight line method क्या बोल रहा है? You have to depreciate the asset for. Now, if I do not know what is the useful life of each asset in that block, will I be able to follow straight line method, guys? समझ में आ रहा है? So this part shouldn't have been given. That this is the only asset in the block of assets. Why? Because what are we following? And they also made it very clear, beta, in the last sentence. Further assume that book profit is treated as ordinary income for tax purpose. अगर सही में block of assets method होता, तो there would have been no profit on sale of asset only. Yes or no, guys? When will this sentence be relevant, guys? Only if you are not following block of assets and you're computing profit or loss on sale of each asset separately. That means, guys, मेरे को ये sentence strike करवाना था बस, क्योंकि वो confusion आता, बच्चे मैसेज करके पूछे थे, सर block of assets, they're still computing profit on sale of asset. So when you are selling this asset for 1,50,000, guys, now isn't this entirely your profit? Won't this be subject to taxes? Tax rate at what, beta? Normal tax rate बोल रहा है वो, that is 30%. That means you will now receive only 1,05,000. 1,50,000 is your profit on which I will pay 30% tax, which is 45,000, and I will be receiving an amount of 1,05,000. So when you take your initial investment, you will write 6 lakhs minus 1,05,000. That will become 4,95,000. My initial investment as such, guys, should only be 4,95,000. My initial investment should not be 6 lakh rupees. Any doubt in this? I repeat, your initial investment is not supposed to be 6 lakhs. It is supposed to be 4,95,000. वो समझ में आया नहीं आप ब्लॉक ऑफ एसेट्स का बेटा? SLM है बेटा, ब्लॉक ऑफ एसेट्स कैन नॉट अप्लाई, प्रॉफिट और लॉस आएगा, बाकी पूरा सेम है गाइस. इनफैक्ट वी डिड 2-3 क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस वैरायटी बेटा. आई एम श्योर इफ यू रिकॉल. ये देखो, ये पूरे वही थे ना बेटा. रिमेंबर वी डिड क्वेश्चन, सब जगह एग्जिस्टिंग मशीन न्यू मशीन, एग्जिस्टिंग मशीन न्यू मशीन बेटा. देखिए ये 32 वाला है बेटा. यहाँ पे बेटा दिस वाज द ओनली मशीन इन द ब्लॉक ऑफ एसेट्स, बट दे वर फॉलोइंग स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड इन बुक्स एंड रिटन डाउन वैल्यू अंडर. इट मेक्स सेंस, बट लास्ट में वो लोग यहाँ पे बोले इग्नोर कैपिटल गेन टैक्स, वो अलग था. They wanted to modify this question only and give guys, but then they ended up screwing the question. मतलब a little difference. वहाँ पे वो sentence नहीं रहना था बेटा. समझ में आया नहीं आया guys? Are we clear about this? Any doubt guys? Will you be able to do this as homework? Just try it out बेटा. आज करके आ जाना, हो जाएगा. Normal question है. You will have to compute incremental cash flows. Entire depreciation of new machine beta is incremental depreciation. Entire depreciation of new machine as such beta is. Why? Because existing machine का book value कितना है? That means there is no depreciation of existing machine, no. You compute incremental basis पे cash flows, then take incremental depreciation, you will get incremental CF80 and write the answer. There will not be any profit or loss on sale of new asset guys, terminal, because it is straight line method. Book value will be equal to residual value guys. Profit or loss will be 0. Are we clear? Chalo beta, that's it. Online students, that's the end of this session beta. We'll discuss MCQs tomorrow and then wind up FM as well. All right, bye-bye.